Right now, fresh off the field
Watch yourself.
is Reggie Gilliam, Bills fullback, and fresh off the field interviews brought to you by Austin Air, the official clean air provider of the Buffalo Bills. Thanks for taking some time here. You're still in your pads. Thanks for coming straight here. We appreciate it.
You having me.
Yeah.
I've been fascinated by Coach Dorsey's usage of the 21 personnel here early in the season. That's got to make you happy as well. It was funny. We had Roger Saffold in here a couple of weeks ago, and we were talking about, how you're being used in a multitude of ways within the scope of the offense, Reggie. And he said, yeah, Reggie comes into the huddle sometimes. He's like, all right, what am I? Like, how often does that happen?
Yeah, there's been a few times where I have to, I hear a play and I'm just like, okay, I know what he's got. I'm just like, which one am I? It just takes a second to register it all. So.
Yeah, that's one of the things about it. You're kind of more flexible. You came in as a tight end, moved you to fullback, and it really is, and it doesn't feel like this when it happens, but it really is a testament to how bad they want to keep you on the field and your versatility. What have they told you about your role going forward, and what do they tell you week to week, particularly in a game like this?
It's just really the more you can do. That's what they always tell me. It's like, okay, we're going to put you here. We're going to see if you can handle this, It's just don't blink. You just got to keep rolling with it.
Right.
Were you emergency tight end by the end of that game last week? Because it was basically Quentin Morris and nobody else. I had to believe you were like tight end 2 at that point if they needed to turn to somebody else.
Really, I'm emergency anything. So, so if we're down anywhere, I can fill in.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking up and down the roster. I was like, well, it's probably Reggie if something happens to Quentin.
Give us an idea about the atmosphere on the sideline as this game was going and everybody was starting to melt a little bit.
Yeah.
What was the atmosphere and the conversations on the sideline?
There was a lot of people just trying to keep each other up because, tough atmosphere, baking in the sun. So it's like, okay, we got to keep pushing like we're still in this game. Let's finish strong and we can rest later. So
yeah,
right.
And the forecast is still a few days away. It looks like weather could be a factor again this week in a much different way.
Yeah, nothing we're
You're
not
probably
used to.
happy that it's right. You're probably happy it's a turf field though, because when you're playing on turf, even if it's a monsoon, your footing is usually pretty good. Sometimes that synthetic grass, though, can get slick, right? Like, maybe just walk us through, like, are you using a longer cleat when it's super rainy, even if it's turf, or what are you doing there? What's the choice?
See, turf is tricky because there's so many different types of turf. Like, I don't know the, political names for them or whatever, but, you could feel it. Some are more soft, some are bouncy, some are hard. So it's like you don't really know until you get out on the field. So, it's smart to take.
Pregame will be important.
Yeah, take a few pairs of cleats and go try them out in pregame and see which one feels best for you.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And as you get in there, this is a different kind of team as well. Early thoughts on facing this defense?
They're a great defense. They got a great front. A lot of big guys on the front line. So, we're going to have a great plan to put us in best position to be successful.
What do you make of their unicorn of a fullback? Fullbacks respect fullbacks.
Yeah.
But Patrick Ricard, man, guy's 305.
Yeah.
That's a unicorn among fullbacks, right?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of his work. So, actually, he was a D tackle.
Yeah,
but he was just like
in
a freaky,
his history.
Yeah, he's a freaky athletic D tackle, so I'm sure they were just like, let's put this guy at fullback, see what he can do. So obviously he's a phenomenal blocker, but he can also move with the ball in his hands. So for 305, that's
they ask him to do a lot for a big dude. It's not like just clear this guy out of the hole. He does a lot of stuff.
He had a reception last week.
Yeah, for a first down.
Yeah.
It was like a 13-yard gain, I think.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
It is.
Red zone, in the eyes of many, is kind of what cost you guys the game last week. I realize you were playing, not that this is an excuse, but you had only the left side of your line left by the end of the game, which obviously can impact consistency, knowing how to play off one another, combination blocks, etc. What has to change down there in the red area going forward here to make sure you guys are more consistent about finishing drives in the end zone?
This comes down to execution. We need to do what, Dorsey is putting in plan for us, no matter who's in there. They always say next man up. So that's the mentality we have to go into with it. We might lose a few more or, whoever's coming back, I'm not sure yet. But either way, whoever's in there, it's execution.
Who's imitating Lamar in practice this week?
Today it was Tavon Austin.
See, I was right.
You were right. Yeah,
we were kind of messing with each other, taking bets on
gonna do it.
who would be, and I said I think it's gonna be Tavon because that's the. As far as a running guy, he would make sense from a skill set. Like you want to mimic how fast Lamar is. He's not as tall, obviously. But you want to mimic
Lamar's a
speed.
unicorn.
Yeah, he looked good out there, though. He completed a few passes.
Oh, did he?
So, yeah.
That's awesome.
It doesn't spell good things for Sunday, though, if you got Tavon Austin completing passes.
Okay, so why don't we look at maybe the complexion of this game, because you guys want to get back on the winning track, obviously, but you got a team that historically is tough to beat in that building. I mean, under John Harbaugh, the Ravens have like a 71% winning percentage down there. It's a tough place to play. How do you, and you're on offense, it's going to be loud. So I know you guys use silent count out the wazoo, and coaches got music blaring all the time, so it just becomes like a white noise thing that you guys can kind of overlook. But what is the approach when you're encountering a hostile environment?
Well, we know what we're getting into, and we know we're going to be in preparation, to put ourselves in the best position to be successful. Doris and Sean, they're going to have a great plan for us. And you just said, the music blaring and silent counts. And, I just listen to what they tell us to do. I know they'll take care of it for us.
What kind of good-natured ribbing has Ken Dorsey taken after he tore apart the press box after the game?
Dorsey's
those guys got to be all over, right?
Yeah, he's a very passionate guy, and, passionate to say the least. But that's just how Dorsey. I don't want to say that's how he is, but like he's fired up about his job and he loves what he does. So for that to happen, unfortunate situation. His true colors showed some there, but that's Dorsey.
You factored into the passing game in the Tennessee game, obviously. You took that screen, broke a tackle, got in for the touchdown. And then last week, Motor, James, even Zach, factored into the passing game in a big way. I think the backs had like 15, 16 catches last week. I know that Devin was largely a safety valve option for Josh there, but what does that do for the room when, you're contributing in a way that maybe not a whole lot of people expect? If they expect you guys to get handed the ball, but 15, 16 receptions, that's big for the running back room.
So yeah, with Doris, anybody can be anywhere. So it's like you can't just know your spot. You may have to know a couple spots. Like me, I have to know all the spots.
Yeah, right. What am I?
So exactly. So it doesn't matter, what position you are by roster label. It's like you could be catching as many passes as a receiver one.
So you get out of this game Sunday, you're looking towards this one. You got a whole Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 3 more days before Sunday. How has it gone in the recovery? Because I know it was a really rough physical game this last weekend, and the heat and the humidity and everybody falling out.
Yeah, getting rehydrated.
How has it gone this week trying to bounce back from that?
A lot of guys have their routines, and I think it's just staying in our routine, staying on the same preparation track, getting in the training room, doing whatever you need to do to be ready to go. So we had had yesterday off, so a lot of guys were in there getting right, IVs, whatever it may be.
Yeah. Well, Reg, listen, thanks for stopping in, especially fresh off the field there. We'll let you hit the showers and kind of get in the classroom and do what you got to do for the rest of the day today. We appreciate it. Good luck on Sunday.
Appreciate you guys.